Hey guys, it's Delvin and Jason from the Car Tune Company. Today is one of those rare occasions that we actually have a customer come in, and I've been dealing with this customer, we think sort of 4 or 5 years. It was well before our worldwide incident that was been going on, and he started building a Mazda Ute with a... Oh wait, it's a Ford. Oh, I'm in trouble. It's a Ford. It's a Ford Ute. I'm looking at it too. Yeah.
Not a coffee.
I'm getting in trouble for that. Anyway, just introducing Nathan. Now, you want to know something's really funny?
There you go, mate.
Good. Something really funny is I've got 2 Nathans I'm dealing with at the moment, and
right.
You both are into similar stuff like speedway and stock cars and that sort of
All
stuff.
right.
So I get confused about which one I was actually arriving today. I was like, oh, I have to check which Nathan's actually arriving. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to look at his Ute. It's a cool piece of stuff. Cool vehicle. He's done some really neat stuff on it. I'm just fixing the tacho and the speedo and maybe something else. Oh, lack of power. But we've already diagnosed that. That took a few moments, and Jason checked the ACIS solenoid, and it isn't working. What year is it? 2004 Ford Courier Ute 3UZ. Check out this stuff. Look at this 3D printing. And I've actually been sent photos of this stuff, and it's mind-blowing what guys are able to do these days with things like the 3D printing. It's really cool. Nathan plays stock cars. Check out these headers. Check them out. Were they your build or?
Custom spec, Brian Hartley designed.
Oh yeah.
Same
Who
specs.
actually put them together?
Oh, I did 70 hours to tack them.
70 hours.
To tack
70.
70.
70.
Yes.
70. That's cool.
Can't tell you how many times the engine came in and out because you can't get 3 hands in the same hole.
Conversion sex. Know all about it.
Yeah.
In and out, in and out, in and
A
out.
lot of times.
And check it inside. Inside's just a standard type Ute, but look at this. So it's got you can see it's got the 5-speed with the correct shifter, and again the old 3D printing there. That is just awesome. Just awesome. It's a nice tidy Ute too.
Yeah.
How long ago was it resprayed?
5 years.
Okay.
2 weeks before the diesel blew up.
Oh really?
It was like, right, we'll put a Toyota in it, and 5 years has rolled by.
Right. Our job is going to be getting the tacho and speedo going. So I'm going in here. Dakota digital box. The wiring's reasonably neat and tidy compared to what we normally see. I can actually work with this. It's not freaking me out. That's quite lovely. And we'll get a tacho working and a speedo working, and then maybe also address the fact that the aircon pump doesn't turn fans on. Now, Nathan, what were you saying then?
So Speedo's working now.
The speedo's working. How long have I had my laptop, my cell phone in my hand?
5 minutes.
It's working. There you go.
It wasn't even,
It seems to be working. You actually wired it correctly.
yeah, the vehicle.
So we just jacked it up here. I got the smartphone Bluetooth into the Dakota digital, and I pushed the pull-up on. When it made the little light flash on the...
I've pressed every button in there.
Yeah, the difference being I probably know what I'm doing. Okay.
Hence I left it in the... I'll come back to that later pile.
Yeah, so speedo, we can now calibrate that down the road. It's probably not doing that sort of speed.
No,
so we probably...
But it's-
doing like
What are we,
5 kilometers an hour.
you ready to do about 5?
But it's reacting is the main thing.
Now bring the speed up. Is that probably about right for first gear?
Probably. Say so.
Good, let's move on to the tacho. You wired it correctly. Well done.
Yay. Do I get a chocolate fish?
We can get you chocolate fish. I think you're just happy enough with the reward of having a speedo that works and you can get it legal.
Yeah.
Someone was really proud. Look at these brakes. Look at this stuff. Holy jeez. Look at those. Right. Next thing we better do the tacho. A little bit noisy. I got the Dakota digital box right here, and so you've got that dot there.
Yes.
Is for speed input, if there's a speed input.
Yeah.
Presently there's no speed input because you've just put it back on the wheels.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And this is the tacho input here. There's another little dot in the corner, which you can see there isn't one.
Yeah.
And then, Jason's plate. Now if you go into here, we've got a diagnostics mode, and you've got tacho input, tac gas input frequency.
Yeah.
So if we go into setup, tacho, the input voltage is high. So now we've got a little dot flashing right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And if we go back out of there to diagnostics, you see here it's actually got the frequency coming in now.
Right.
So we've got the input coming in,
Yeah.
but we don't have an output going. The dash isn't responding. So
Right.
it wasn't as easy as just to set up on the tacho,
Yeah.
but we've definitely got that is working.
Right. So the Toyota input to the box.
Yeah, so correct. We've got the box is now seeing the Toyota input.
Yeah.
So now we need to go through your wiring stuff and see why the wiring to the tacho isn't working.
Right.
You had the 4 tachos in there, or the 4 ECUs in there.
So I'm pretty sure, I'll check the wiring, the Ford drawing,
Yes.
that at the moment it goes from there to the Ford computer to the input on the dash.
Okay, I think we can bypass that. We'll have a look.
Yeah, so I did bypass it originally,
Yes.
and nothing worked, so then I was like, fuck, maybe it needs to be in there, and I put it back in.
Okay.
But that may not have,
Yeah, well, that wasn't getting,
wasn't seen
depending on
input.
how many signals, and when you get, mate,
Yeah.
that, if you've,
I'll
if,
see.
if,
I literally screwed the lid back on that box, so I didn't frustrate myself and went, that's last.
I love,
We're here now because it's last.
I love the Dakota Digital product, right? A great product. But I dealt with it when it was in the push the buttons. So you had to push, there were 2 buttons to do all your settings.
Oh yeah.
So you could scroll through, and then you'd push the other button, and then you'd stuff it up, and you'd turn it off, and you'd start again. And I've done that so many times that I got pretty good at it. And then these ones are really simple by comparison.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we get on. So
Okay. Oh, what
that is coming from the stuff ups that I've had with them.
Yeah.
On the old style, these ones are so simple.
Yeah.
And because I can actually see what's going on with it.
Yeah. Like I say,
Oh mate, I understand.
I've swapped all the buttons in, and like I say, I didn't just put that lid on, I screwed it down so that I stayed away from it because I just got pissed off. And then while I was finishing all the other work, I'm thinking about stuff to try,
Yeah.
and none of that worked. At which point I'm like, right,
How long was your drive this
Okay.
morning? Oh, yesterday? Where'd you come up to? Where'd you come this morning?
6 hours this morning.
6 hours this morning.
All those trucks do.
But what time did you got here at, before 9, before I was here?
Yeah, just on 9, 9:05.
So you left at 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
Stock car racing, eh? Leaving at all hours of the night and day.
Oh, and power faults, mate. You're
Power-
up all night.
Check out these diagrams, man. Actually proper diagrams, not my hand scribbled ones. Jason, proper diagrams, Jason. He's using proper diagrams, not hieroglyphics.
Yeah, I see that.
Our hieroglyphics work though. So what I'm doing here, I've got my little scope, which is a really fantastic little tool, and I'm just checking on here, and I check that I get a signal output, which we are getting a signal output, which is what I want. And we've got that light flashing, there it goes, which you'll see, because of the camera, it'll flash every now and again, so that's working. The other thing we discussed earlier, the ACIS, right here, doesn't move. See this flap? Choop, choop, choop. Pretty sure Nathan can handle taking the intake manifold off.
Like it's got some voltage there or something, you know?
And I saw a tiniest move.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got, eh?
So that's the 2 wires there.
So now,
So the white one is the white one from
and you're positive it goes to the dash on the tacho.
Yeah.
Because and it was only a single wire between the computer and the dash.
Yeah.
Can you just give it a little rev now, please? Okay, I can get it to move.
Something.
Yeah, I can get it to move. So I would say that that is working. It's trying to drive it, eh?
Yeah.
Keep your, so look, it does go up. So if I push the test button,
Yeah.
we're getting an output.
Right.
So that shows that your wiring is correct. So somehow, I'm not actually sure what it was testing just then. 200 hertz. And we get 500. We get 500 RPMs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're on 600 now.
A rev limit of 4,000 RPM.
Is it? That's what we popped and bang. Yeah.
We probably need another. We need some more RPM. Wait. I'll let you know something. Okay.
Yeah.
Your wiring is correct.
Right.
It's all in setup so far.
Cool.
You're trying to put it through the Ford ECU was a mistake.
Yeah.
But it's just in setup. So
Yeah.
at the moment,
So when I had bypassed that originally, it was more a settings thing than...
It was a settings,
Like I say, I put it back through there thinking, oh, maybe it was that. That was one of my last ditch. I'll try this before I give up.
yeah. So I'm on a 2-cylinder, 16-cylinder output. So 2-cylinder input.
Yeah.
So there's my problem. I can't calibrate it enough to get it close enough.
Yeah.
But that's about right there, eh? That's probably, I probably need to get the scan to on it.
Do
or
they
check
have
the
the factory limiter in them, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 6.
It's 6.
Yeah, so you were just revving it to 6 and we were seeing 4.
We're on the buzzer there just below about 3.8 or something. We're on the tab on
Yeah.
the limiter here.
So I'm going to have a fiddle there.
Yeah.
I've got,
Oh yeah, so we're about
I've got
50% or something, aren't we?
yes, I'm on a 2-cylinder input.
Yeah.
So I should have to go a 1-cylinder input. And that should give it more RPM.
Yeah. So we're on about 1100, which is...
And can we have a 15-cylinder output?
Yeah, so 1,000.
Let's do a
Idle, 1,000 maybe, yeah.
14-cylinder output.
Yeah, 950.
And I reckon it's probably idling at about 750 at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'd have thought it'd be down there somewhere. Just going from the super stocks, they are, we idle them up about 1,200. They seem a bit faster than those.
Now give it a rev. Just slowly, please, because I don't want it to bounce right off the top of the rev cannon. Maxes out at 4,000 RPM, which may be between the two of them. They just may not be compatible.
Right.
Okay. But at least we've got something happening there.
Yeah.
If we get accurate up to 4, that would probably be pretty good. And after that, you don't care.
Oh, it's revving pretty hard. But
Yeah.
if you're revving after that, it's because you're burning the tyres anyway.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to change the frequency more. I've always managed to make it to do what I want.
Yeah.
But I do find when I'm doing the aftermarket computers, if the frequency isn't right, you won't get the output right on the unit on the dash.
Yeah.
And that could be what we're having here.
Right.
I may need to go into settings that I don't know about. Whether I can actually change other stuff. I don't know. We've got something I got a scan to on today. Check some RPM.
Because I had the thing on the key and all that,
Oh, yep.
And it was
the mobilised stuff.
one. I had one that said theft deterrent.
Yeah.
That's what I took out of the car.
Yeah, it's not the fifth
But
deterrent.
that's not the right box. So
No.
that was where scenarios there changed slightly, So
Someone took time to build a little adapter to change the water hose, go the right way. And it's running the factory 3UZ fan ECU right there. There's actually plenty of room on the front here to put an AC fan if you need it anyway.
yeah.
Just knowing that it's there, so here's a manifold,
Yeah.
here's your flappy thing,
Yeah.
and so we've just put a brand new solenoid on. Yeah, just put a solenoid on that.
Yeah.
Brand new solenoid. So you've got the flaps through the centre. So if you come in here, you can actually see the flaps. So there's where you're sitting at the moment, which is open.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when it starts, you start the engine, gets vacuum to the canister, and the solenoid turns on.
Yeah.
And so you've got the long runners.
Right.
So at this point, it's drawing air from here,
Yeah.
goes right around to get into the port.
Yes.
And then when it gets up in the revs to about 4.5, it goes through there, and that's why you're lacking your bottom end.
So at the moment, we're saying that It's open, not closed.
It's open.
Right, and so it's taking, and that's why the power's a bit.
Bit doughy down low.
Or not necessarily the power, but just the response time and that.
Just down low's a bit doughy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's simple, eh?
Cool.
We going for a drive?
No, right.
You're right. We're going for a drive. We're going to go for the longest drive this Ute's ever had.
There's the driveway.
Yeah, we're going to bounce down the driveway, 2k's of driveway, and then we're going out on the road. That is very gorgeous under there, man. Very gorgeous.
Thank you very much. Tied a fuse box too, actually. That was part of all the thing, was just to try and maybe
fuel pump resistor as well.
Yes. Yep.
It all looks like it's meant. Like this looks like a factory car.
Well, that was the sort of the goal. The goal was to be a total sleeper and to make it look like it was supposed to be in there. And obviously the original intention with buying half the car was that I should have had all the bits and pieces that we needed, you know. A few variants that changed along the way.
Right, let's go.
Torch has probably been on all fucking day. My mate, he's of course I'm fucking there, mate. Haven't got a chrono at the moment.
Handbrake.
Block under the front wheel.
I took the one out on my side.
They're only 2x2, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's I think the factory car runs a 355 diff. So this has got a 4.1 in it at the moment.
Yeah.
Driveway's gonna be fun, eh? Should just take it slow because it's a bit fucking loose probably. I've considered obviously that if it's too hard in the revs then putting a 9-inch in it. But I've since worked out that the Ford Rangers have a 3.7 and a 3.55.
Okay, and it fits this here? Or you put a whole different?
Nah, I'll get a complete assembly.
Yes.
They're 200mm too wide. So we should be able to just cut the housings, take 100mm out each side and respline the axles.
Right.
To get the right width. The other side of that is they have a 12-volt electric locker, I'm led to believe.
Oh yes, right. Yep, that's cool. That's
just for
the locker stuff nowadays.
You know.
The late Hiluxes have it as well.
Right.
You can get it in there's a version with a locker.
Yeah.
So you've had an engine check light on. How long has that been on for? Well, I cleared the code. The throttle code.
Yeah, so it's gone today. So the light is actually the diesel fuel filter on here, but I've wired that in as a check light or check engine light or something like that, you know.
Have you got an OBD2 scanner of any kind?
I don't, but
okay, because I've got a couple of ones that work on the 5 speeds just fine.
Right.
I got an OBD link the other day.
Yeah.
It's like a $200 tool, but
yes.
it gets into the 5s and the 6 speeds really well.
Right.
And gives me lots of data.
Yeah.
But for the 5 speeds, I've actually got a cheap AliExpress $20 unit that will work, or a trading $20 unit that will work.
Oh, you've got them in stock here?
I don't have one in stock.
Okay.
It's just I've used them all.
Yes.
I can carry one in the cars and I'm out of them, but they work beautifully.
Yeah.
This one, because it's not too low, it doesn't mind the road driving out, you know.
Yeah.
How you towed in okay with the Isuzu?
Yeah.
You knew what we were going to get though when you came in.
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it?
did because
Yeah, you had a good haul coming up though. 6
6
hours is a good.
Got through in about 5.5 hours.
Yeah, that's a good drive. You did well. I don't think you'll do the same going home.
Nah.
So when you've built it, and of course you're waiting on to get a booking with me to get the Speedo and the Tacho going.
Yep.
You needed that Speedo for the cert.
Yep.
Did your man ring you so you can drop it off there on the way home?
He told me to ring him once it's going.
Well, it's going. You haven't rung him.
I'm going to ring him. Yeah. No, I'm going to ring him and that'll determine whether I'm going home State Highway 2 or State Highway 1.
Yep.
At the moment, the only thing that I see may be an issue in the certification is the drive shaft loops.
Yeah. But you'll be able to fix that anyway. It'll need either extra bolts or you grab a welder and just weld them in. I prefer to bolt them in and out, so serviceability.
We just have to put a few more another strap off into some other bolt holes, you know. But
have you checked your trans fluid?
Yeah, it's full. once we've done a few
Chopping up
Ks,
and down a gear there, right?
I think it's me on the throttle.
Oh, is it? Yeah, this one's
Once we've
that better? I just dropped you back into third.
it's very touchy on the
Oh,
and with that diff ratio, you know.
yeah.
Like, it's pretty much.
Because you don't seem to have a power economy button.
No. But that's the shifter that came in the car, so
Because I flashed this ECU, right?
yes.
So there's another map in there for the power economy.
It makes it go better again.
Yes.
I need to draw on my picture where I need to, so I can put a separate switch somewhere. Is that what you're saying?
Or we just flick the ECU back and I put the better map in. Like,
Yep. And just leave it in there, yep.
and just leave it in there.
Yep.
Because it's not like it's going to be a daily, is it?
No, it's a cruiser now.
So this touchy, if I put the other map in though, it gets touchy.
Which means I'll have to do that. Driveway's actually in pretty good condition, isn't it?
Well,
Have you had all the rain up here or what?
So this is a public road.
Oh,
We're
right.
presently on a public road.
Yeah.
And it got graded a little while and they turned it to mush.
Yeah.
And then, but the guy who did the grading was amazing. He was really good. There's a couple of holes up here that just keep coming back, but being public road
Yep.
and graded, and then we'll go up the hill, eh? We'll go up the hill. Yeah, it's kept in reasonable condition. Then it gets to a point where it's really bad because they don't have the budget.
Yeah.
And then they get it sorted, and that guy he did an awesome job.
Right,
Absolutely
right.
awesome job. It's not too loud here, but you'd hardly know.
Yeah, yeah, it's like I've only driven it down my driveway, and of course that's industrial buildings both sides, so it's a lot of reverberation and that sort of carry on.
Sitting here, like you'd hardly know.
No,
I think when you put your foot up it, you'll know, but
I think so.
you've got a big rev cut.
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't finished it for the day, have we? We've got to do some more works.
Yeah.
Have we got an engine check light come on?
No.
Do you still have accelerator?
It's a bit ugly.
Okay, that's cool. So we've got rev cuts.
Yeah.
And what RPM?
2.5.
It's only once we're moving.
Yeah. Under load, eh? So when I went down the drive the other night, it was sort of, like I say, I thought it was a bit lazy. I think that's that valve thing.
Okay, you just bring the revs up very, very slowly. Try it again. So we can get up to 100 k's.
Yeah, so they're on 100.
It's doing 100k now. I'm going to check myself.
100k in 2200 RPM.
So it drives, but we do have some other things to sort, and that's why we go for a test drive.
Oh, they just jumped to 120.
We're only doing 80 k's an hour. Shit. I can't get the calibration down low enough. That's 76 kilometers per hour.
That's what we're doing on GPS.
We're doing CS 76 and we're still reading. What are we reading?
95.
We just had a to stop up in the bush at a place that I go pig hunting. Does that feel better?
A little bit better.
It doesn't bog out like it was.
No. So we're still reading 20 high, aren't we?
Yeah, speedo's still 20 out.
Just keeping it on that.
So now we're actually doing 60.
in theory.
Yeah, you couldn't do that before.
Brakes are definitely starting to come on. Some heat in them.
So what are those calipers?
They are 4-pot super lights, inch and 3/8. Yeah, inch and 3/8 pistons.
And then some big rotors off.
12-inch wheels.
12-inch forwards.
So that's 140 maybe, around there.
Yeah, those brakes are coming in now, eh?
Yeah, they're starting to grip.
I think they
They're
must.
they are a streetable pad, not a hard metallic race pad.
Yeah, but when they've been sitting for a while
Well, they've done no mileage.
and they haven't beaten it in.
This is as far as the wheels have turned in 5 years. So
They haven't been through a heat cycle.
No.
So that's the running issue sort of sorted. What?
does the ton.
Yes.
Quite easy.
Woo! You know, get easy on those brakes, you want them actually beat in properly. You don't want to get too hot. So now I just have to solve the fact that we've got still 20 kilometers per hour too fast.
Yeah.
So all I did is well, I blew out the airflow meter. I looked at the airflow meter
Yeah.
because it's really common for them to get dust on them when they've been sitting.
Yeah, well that has been sitting in there too.
Okay, so that's real common.
Yeah.
But I also disconnected that speed sensor wire.
Oh, the negative.
I disconnected the negative from the speed sensor.
Right.
I never wire that.
Right.
So I think what we're going to do is we'll go past the road and we're going to pull over and get the airflow dump
Yes.
and we're going to put that back on
Oh, you just did.
to reverse it to see if that is the problem.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm not completely certain how I'm going to solve the
So maybe I need to try and find a petrol V8. What have they got? A 4-litre V6, I think, petrol in these things.
in this model.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the speedo is dramatically different.
Don't
Because
know.
what I can go down to 0.25 calibration, so it's a quarter of what is actually coming from the from the transmission.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Looking forward, doesn't do it. No, it's just not happening, eh? I like the little kick down there. Yeah. You know when you jiggle it out?
Yeah.
There is? Oh, okay. Because something changed. Yep. So, set up the next app with multiple apps in my phone. So whatever happens, diagnostics. So I'm using OBD link. Yeah, 1120. You've got a throttle pedal problem. Because it went really good to start with, and then it just went flat. We'll just go up to where the pig hunting area is and we'll turn around again. But, oh, there's a spot. Oh, I think we might have passed it, sorry. So, diagnose the throttle fault. And it only seems to do it once we roll it.
Yes.
And try and get that speedo to be correct. I'll give it the power back again, eh?
if you're smooth on it, so that's when you put your foot in it and
Yeah, when you put over half throttle somewhere,
Yeah.
somewhere there,
Yeah.
it throws that check light. So if
Something
you can
like that,
try and diagnose where it throws that throttle for me, please.
yeah.
Is there any chance that there's no stopper on the pedal and that's where the problem is? That you're actually going over what the accelerator pedal should be. So it's, yeah, it's extending past the voltages.
No,
Just go full throttle and tell me if the check light comes on.
the brake on the floor is the Toyota pedal.
Okay.
Then I cut the rod, the forward pedal on.
I'm still thinking that's our problem. I reckon if you go foot to the floor, it'll throw a check light. Here it is.
It's not to say that it's adjusted if there is a stopper.
Correct. That's
It
over.
may still be there, but it may not be in the right place now.
We can check voltages at the bottom when we get the work up. Because I need to solve the accelerator pedal problem. So, Speedo, we had the earth wire was connected to the speed sensor on the transmission, and then the box interfered with it, and so we had issues there. But the pedal when you go full throttle, it throws a throttle code, and I think it's just overextending on the pedal. So it needs a throttle stop or a bend or a change. If you can get the scan to on it, unplug my OBD2 unit. I tried an OBD2 output box, but it wouldn't give me enough RPM. So I've tried a different signal box, converter box, so that isn't going to work. I'm 20 k's out on my speedo and accelerator pedal. So you sort the accelerator pedal. Nathan knows what to do. He knows how to set the code now, which I think you can probably set on the floor now. And then I'm going to see what box I can put in, so I'll put another box in series to adjust the speedo signal.
This one gets all the voltage.
So what do you... So you'd say it physically is moving too far, and plus you're going a half a volt, are you?
So that's...
That's okay, you're out.
And,
Well, 5 volt is the max, 506.
and 510.
And that should throw a code at that point.
Yeah. So if you bring it back to about...
And there's just no stopper on the ray.
No.
It's going full on and then it's rolling over the top.
Yeah, well, basically it gets to it, then it pushes the roller like
So
sort
I might
of...
be able to actually bend the pedal down a little bit then, eh? Because the pedal's actually a little bit high.
Okay, yep.
So if I can change that slightly.
Yeah, so if you go down to...
If it's... Yeah, so if we work out how far off the floor...
You can probably...
Like if it's like, it needs like 10 or 15 mil under it, then I can take 10 or 15 mil
Yep.
out of the height.
Yep.
Still put a stopper on it.
Yep.
But it'll just drop
That's
the,
probably about right.
Nah, so you're over 5 volts on the top one.
There we go.
Probably about 4.8. Yeah, probably about 4.8 on the top one and 4 on the bottom one.
So
Okay.
we're about
We'll leave that one for Nathan. He can sort that.
we're about that far off the floor.
Sweet, well that's about how much it's high above the fucking brake, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's quite
Just
high.
the bottom of the pedal, the angle's not quite...
And
I'd
that-
say, I did do that when I had a cast on my hand.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
And there's a couple of things that I've redone because I've come back to them going, oh my god, look at the workmanship on that.
Yeah, right.
To be honest, that pedal's one of them.
So
We use a Hilux pedal, eh?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the pedal out of the car.
Yeah, that's the pedal out of the car.
I
Okay.
just chopped the forward one and welded the forward pedal to it, but the angle is not
Yeah, it's too high.
right, you know?
That's good.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to put a second box in. When one box doesn't do the job, we put 2 boxes in. Box 1, box 2 on the stands. So we had 3.5. At 3,500 we had 50 k's an hour.
Yeah.
Which would be like this is 1-to-1 on the second unit.
So it's just
So now it's at 50.
I got
Oh no, so bring the 3,500 up again, sorry.
3,500. So 3,500, we're at 55k.
I wanted to drop it 20%, eh?
Yeah.
0.8, done.
3,500, we're at 45.
Look at that. I've got full control now. I can do it 0.5.
Yeah.
Now it's half of that.
30. 3,500, we're at 30.
I just have to have 2 boxes in it.
Yep.
It does the job. Cool. We need another test.
Yeah.
We've diagnosed throttle. We've now got a speedo that's going to be right with 2 of these boxes. Now these boxes have got multiple outputs, guys. I tried all of them. It didn't give me enough calibration. So we just fitted a second one.
Yep.
And where's my OBD 2? We'll put... Oh, you've got the scan tool in, but I'm going to put this in so we can take it while we're driving.
Yeah.
So I can clear your fault code
Yep.
for your throttle pedal.
Which we know how to fix.
Which you guys know how to fix.
Yep.
And I've got the speedo fixed.
Yep.
Now we'll go for another drive. Yeah. On the throttle pedal. I see exactly what you're going to do now. You're going to get a big pair of poly grips and you're going to push the pedal down, or you're going to put a block of wood under over here and you're just going to push the pedal down and straighten it, eh?
Yeah. Because the amount that it is, needs to be off the floor to not be over travelling is about the same amount that it sticks above the brake pedal.
Yeah, it's too high. Got it. So if we got a piece of 2-inch wood and we put it under that pedal, you could just about do that now. Or are you going to cut and remove it and weld it and bend it and...
No, I might weld it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We won't do that. I don't want to break
I
it.
don't quite like the angle that it sits on.
Okay.
Like I say, I did do that when I had my hand in a cast during COVID.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, right. Awesome.
yeah. Not that I was doing anywhere when I had my hand in a cast during. Yeah, I'll probably I'll do that valve thing after certification. That doesn't really matter at this stage, does it?
The valve thing?
AVS thing.
AVIS? Nah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
ACIS,
Yeah, I
AVIS.
can do that whenever really.
Yep. And it's in the glove box.
Yep.
Correct, they can do it anytime.
Just in case I do any.
If you break any connectors, just give us a call and I'll fix some connectors down to you. Any wiring
the
connectors, plugs.
Oh, yeah.
If you break any of that or any of the hoses are hard and crispy, I've got most of them in stock now. So just give me a yell.
Yeah.
Don't putting it back together with broken shitty hoses.
Yeah. I did the alternator plugs, I think siliconed on.
Okay, so
it's fucked, but
when you get
rather
connected,
difficult to get to it. So.
yep. That goes nice, eh?
Yeah.
Just imagine when you can actually give it proper throttle. Like give me 100 k's, you're already over 100. You just go set speed and I'll...
I'm on 80, reading 80, should I say.
We're at 90.
Yeah. So we're reading under now?
Yep, we're actually under now.
Keep me in mind.
We're doing 74.
80. Bloody close.
We're doing 60, oh no, we're all over the place because we're accelerating. You get to wait till you do it
Yeah.
constant. Around the beanies. 65.
78. So I'm pretty much sitting on 80.
So I've got 76.
So I'm being on 80.
You just keep it on 80.
Yep.
I've got 80.
You've got 80.
I've got 80. I've got 79.
Yeah, 80.
77 is there.
Bang on 80 on mine.
Okay, I'm just going to give it one tickler more. I got 80.
80.
80.
80.
80. I think that's right.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll see if it goes.
Yep. Just don't go full throttle. Yeah, boy. not doing 80 anymore.
110?
Yeah,
110?
110.
115?
Yeah, it's a little bit out when it gets up there. Drop it back to 100. Closed road. We're definitely in Mexico.
Yeah, I think so. Close road, tuning.
95.
100.
I got 90. I got 95 there at 100. I'll just give it one more up. That gives us. Use it on 100.
So on 100?
No, I need to come down. I got 100 there.
Yeah, being on 100.
So at 100 k's an hour, it's pretty well accurate.
Yeah.
If we drop it back to 50, there's no one following, eh?
50 k.
Yeah, 50 k's. It's roadworks. 50 k's.
Yeah. Behind us is getting on us.
All right. Okay, we'll do that on the way back. We'll pull out with the turn around. We just come back at 50 and come down the road at 50.
Yep.
That's like 85 there, 80, 90.
Yeah, 90.
Good. I've never fitted 2 boxes of this banner before.
100.
Yep, 99. So, yeah, that's a first for me. Definitely a first.
Yeah.
In this banner, with this particular box.
20.
Yep. And, it's all mucked up now. I can't do the maths because I brought it up on this one from 0.25 to 0.4. And I brought it down on the other one to 0.5. So I halved the signal that was 20% too high,
Yes.
and then I've increased that, and then increased that other signal.
That's
Our
our
spot.
main one, yep.
Yeah. How's those brakes this time?
That's a
Oh, they definitely pull up now.
Yep.
Lots of rubbish gets burned out here. It gets thrown away, and there was actually a Hilux Ute. There's someone who's harvesting vehicles at the moment in this area.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm being really careful. Hilux Ute there, and there's a metal dump down the road,
Yeah.
stolen, and there was a Commodore down the road. So there's some undesirables of society harvesting vehicles. Oh, it's falling out. The connection. That's in. That's where. Oh, it doesn't like it here. This is not an ideal spot for doing setup on. There it is, 54. I'll go to my other GPS unit.
I'm on 55. 60. Yep.
It's pretty close, eh?
Yeah. Pretty bang on.
I think that's close enough for the suit man. I guess suit man will be happy.
Yeah.
I think we'll call that good.
Yep. It's definitely getting better and better.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's getting smoother too as you drive it. As the oxygen is trim.
Yep.
And then you fix that throttle.
Yep.
We're done, man. We're happy. Woohoo! You can make it legal. And you've had some time driving it after 5 years, man. Woohoo!
Definitely did.
It drives nice stuff.
I've had a couple of fucking pretend drives in the shed.
It drives really nice. It's a real honey, eh? Real honey.
Does boogie. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it'll boogie more with full throttle.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
I know, you're not.
For the motors? and because yeah, they're pretty tight.
Yeah.
It's way tighter here, and I probably could have gone easy 30 mil.
Yeah, because this hose, the pipe, the steel pipe you put it on the back there,
Yeah.
that could have been pushed it back, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But see, that's the spud coming out of the radiator, the forward, out of the bulkhead is that like that long.
yeah, so that was going
sort
to
of
struggle you.
Dictated where it went,
It sits in there nice.
and obviously just the height and bits and pieces.
Even 10 mils back would have been nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But compliment for your workmanship when you've got to this point. You've got an accelerator pedal that doesn't work and a leaking hose clip.
Yeah. There's one more thing to do. Oh, and the AC.
And the AC fan.
which
You're going to put an
that's
AC
really
fan on the
just,
front, which is just a
electronic
development
fan,
or
isn't it? Yeah.
a continuation of.
Yeah.
But
I did run extra cables through the factory loom into that box if I had to put a temperature sensor for fans
Yes.
in the hose or anything.
Yep.
So I did loom that round
But-
originally.
Because you sort of the temp gauge for the dash, that's all working. You've put the wire in for that.
Yeah.
Oil light works like
temp
normal.
gauge, oil pressure,
And the engine check light
and the
works.
engine check light, which was the old diesel filter light.
And that's needed for your certification as well. Cert man will be happy.
Oh, check
Just
light?
let him know, yeah.
Right.
Just let him know that is the check light, and he'll be sweet. If
These two engine check light things, I think maybe.
No, only needs.
No, the diesel might not have had an engine check light,
That's correct.
and that's why I used the diesel filter
Yep,
one.
that's it.
Yeah, so that I had a visual. I did look at getting trying to get a different dashboard that had an automatic
Oh yeah,
so you had the fucking
yeah.
things on the, and that was only because when I bought that other dashboard to pull apart to look at the speedo and tacho shit, in the back of it I was like, oh, it's got the fucking pins.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you obviously get an automatic dashboard, then you'll know what gear you're in, and then I went, ah, fuck it, it's going to be drive anyway.
Yeah.
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. It's lovely. It goes good. It was worth the trip up. It's lovely to see a vehicle after all this time. As is, we're dealing with you and talking to you and chatting to you and emailing you and to actually see the result and actually have a drive of it. You know, it's a cool ute.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, no, it's going good. So.
Make it legal. You can enjoy it.
Well, the good thing is hopefully we should be all sorted for Christmas, and I can cruise up back to the beach house a few times and
Show you from beer.
hey.
Hopefully they've shot you the beer.
Yeah.
And the diff ratio is not bad. At the end of the day,
No, it's not as bad as I thought it would be actually.
the tall overdrive in the box is
obviously
good.
on gravel and shit, it's you got to be a bit careful on the throttle, but is what it is.
Cool. Put on a trailer.
Yeah. That's the hardest part.
Put it on a trailer.
Yeah.
Do you want a guidance?
No. Getting the straps on.
I like it on the small wheels, eh?
Yeah.
Is that cause I'm getting old? Because it just drives nice. The brakes are starting to work. I think he's driven a car and a trailer once or twice before, eh? Yeah.
Alright, thank you very much, man.
You right?
Bloody awesome.
Good to meet you.
Great.
Take care. Safe drive. Safe drive.
Yeah. Can only go 110, it's got GPS on it.
Cool, mate.
There you go.
It's lovely, eh? It's a beautiful job. Absolutely beautiful job.